There are so many dark truths about manifesting that I don't hear other coaches talk about. And today we're going to dive into those corners. We're going to dig around and really have an honest conversation about appreciating the absence of what we want and also healing ourselves from some of the snags and hangups that happen in the process of reality creation. So welcome, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here today to help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. My friends, it's all there ready and waiting to be activated by you, through you, and for you. If that sounds good, subscribe, join us. We would love to have you on the channel. And who am I? I'm Jess. I'm a manifestation coach and a neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner. What is that? That's a personal trainer for your mind. And I want to make manifesting practical, applicable, and bring it out of the clouds and into reality for you. If you would like coaching with me, details in the description box below. We come to manifestation in a state of hurt. We've lost something. Something is absent from our lives, and we're desperately trying to figure out how to get it back. And manifestation is one of the things that we have looked into. There are so many different ways to try and manipulate and control reality. Manifestation is only one of them, but that's essentially what we're doing. I'm going to be totally honest with you here. That is what we are doing because many of us, myself included, in that initial state of finding this skill are doing it from a place of codependency. We want the control of having life go the way we want. We want to control and manipulate our external reality so that we can feel fulfilled on the inside. That's why we come to it, and that's why we keep trying to figure it out. We are so into the control that we will spend years on this journey trying to get the things we want. I can think of a couple of big things in my life that I haven't manifested yet, and the absence of those things have taught me more than the obtainment. This is what I want to say. This is the dark part of manifesting. I've learned more about myself. I have grown more as a person through the absence of what I want than through getting what I want, than through successful manifestations. That's what I want to really dig into with you. And I would love to know where you are with your journey. Have you found the same thing? The secret of manifestation is really fulfillment. Where is fulfillment? It's inside of you. It is inside of you that you can access at any time, either through seeing the situation, circumstance, person come to pass in 3D reality, or imagining it done, right, within your mind's eye. But there's also a third way to find fulfillment, and that is through self-containment, detachment. Now, I used to listen to the OG reality creation content when people would talk about detachments. I always took offense to that. That messaging of like, just let it go, triggered me. It triggered a very defensive, like, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm not going to let go of this, like throttling of whatever I really wanted. But the longer I go on, the more I realize that detachment really is the key. Neville talked about the pearl of great price, buying the pearl. Upon finding this amazing pearl, having to sell everything that you owned, give up everything that you believed, all your thoughts, letting it all go in order to own the pearl. Now, I went back and read the lecture. He says the pearl is your imagination, and that's totally true. To me, the pearl is imagination and self-containment put together. I'm not saying you can't have what you want. If you hear that in this message, you're missing the point, and you're in the codependent phase of learning manifesting. And that's okay. If you're still there, because I have been there, I have no judgment. But there's also a lot of pain along that journey that you have the option to let go of. Because life is too damn short. Your life is going to be over in the blink of an eye. And when you look back at the time that you've spent not enjoying the journey just to get to the destination, have you really been living in the present moment? Where have you been living in imagination, in a place of suffering? And so to me, that pearl is letting go of the behaviors that support codependency with the 3D, letting go of the beliefs that support codependency and letting go of the habits that disempower you, that constant turning your attention to what's going on outside of you, the storytelling that says this thing is more important, telling stories that put someone or something on a pedestal and saying, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to wither inside. I'm not going to be the same. I can't even imagine what my life would be like without this thing. The habits of allowing our energy to be pulled away from us. It feels very much like this diffuse scattering of who you are through your attention, through the stories you're telling, and the behaviors that you're displaying. It's like you have disappeared into the ether, who you are, when we're in that codependent state. So self-containment, buying the pearl, is letting go of all of that stuff and continuing to bring it all back into self, coming home to self. What does that do for you? What does becoming self-contained really do? Once you buy the pearl, you get more into flow. You let life be what it is. You let life be what it is, free of the stories of how it's supposed to go. Yes, we can aim for goals. Yes, we can continue to believe in and invest in the things that are really important to us, the outcomes that are really important to us. But we don't have to choke life in order to get there and make things necessarily harder or more painful than they have to be. There's a power in self-containment. And I challenge you, if there's something that you haven't manifested yet, ask yourself, what is it about getting this thing or having this thing that I perceive is lacking in me? If I get this thing, what does it mean about me? Does it mean that I'm loved? Does it mean that I'm whole? Does it mean that I'm complete? Does it mean that I am worthy? Really answering that honestly for yourself and then bringing that back in, that outgoing wanting, the desiring, and tucking it back into self and recognizing where it already exists within you in self. Think about the ways you are loved. Think about the ways you are abundant. Think about the ways you are worthy. You'll be able to identify them as already existing within you, self-containment. And then that thing outside of you, it lessens in importance. The interesting thing about this is that he who cares less holds the power. He who cares less holds the power. But we get so attached to certain outcomes, so attached to this is the way it has to go in order for me to feel okay with myself, settle into just enjoying my own existence on a moment by moment basis, like really tucking into, I am incredible as I am right now. I'm whole as I am right now. And I really need nothing outside of me to prove that. I validate myself through cultivating the properties that I love about myself of being loved, chosen, abundant, wealthy, cared for, attractive, worthy, all of these juicy, wonderful things that are already there inside of you. We think these symbols and these situations, circumstances represent it over and above us. And we have to obtain them in order to become it. No, that's not true. I've had to face this week myself. Two paths emerging. One that I really, really wanted. My heart really, really wanted this position. So I was putting it on a pedestal. I was like, this is the be all end all. And I really believed I'm going to get this. And this is going to be mine. Meanwhile, option B, the one I didn't really care so much for. I went back and forth about it. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I didn't have any attachment to it. And literally, you know what happened? It kept chasing me. And then the thing I really wanted was up in an ivory tower, unreachable. And I kept getting no's, no, you can't, no. No matter how many different ways I tried to approach option A and obtain it, until I asked myself, I recognized that my self-containment had been broken. I'm sending this energy up to this thing being like, I need you in order to feel this way, when I asked myself, what was I trying to prove by obtaining option A? Meanwhile, option B is like, yes, we love you. Come over here, do this with us, do this project, yes. And so I was like, all right, I need to change the dynamic of this. I don't feel totally at peace with this dynamic. And the pearl of great price, we're being asked to give up everything that we have right now and do a switcheroo to own the pearl. What did I do? I told myself, if this doesn't happen in my time frame, I looked up at that ivory tower. If this doesn't happen in my time frame, that's okay. It means nothing about me. It means absolutely nothing about me. I am still worthy and amazing and capable. And so I lessen the importance, because when you change your relationship to the thing you are trying to obtain, often you'll find that you'll obtain it by doing that. Whatever you're doing right now to promote its absence isn't working. So try changing your relationship to it. So try detachment. Try being like, I'm willing to entertain other options other than you, whatever's in my ivory tower, because I'm amazing. I'm the prize. There are so many other gifts that we don't notice. When we're looking up at the ivory tower, I could see the pesky little option B around me. And you know what? It's going to work out just great. I realize this is actually going to work out just fine. This doesn't mean I'm never going to have option A. I'm still going to pursue it. But for now, I'm going to enjoy the absence of it. So what gifts are in the absence? Turn your eyes away from the ivory tower. Give yourself what you are really wanting in having that thing. Cultivate it within yourself through self-containment, through recognizing that the validation doesn't come from outside. It comes from within yourself, from the belief and validation you can create for yourself. Look around and see the gifts that are being presented to you in the absence of what you want, because there are so many gifts. For me, the gift was option B, literally pounding the door down to be with me, this project. And I was like, okay, let's do it. This is going to be an exciting, fun adventure. But there's a magic in not having what you want. There is an opportunity for you to be happy right now in its absence, either with another option. And I'm not saying that something is better for you. That's not a belief that I hold. I'm just saying there is a certain flow and peacefulness in recognizing and letting go of how you think life should be and opening yourself to how it is. Opening yourself to that presence of knowing that you're whole and complete, and you welcome opportunities and you enjoy opportunities, and you find the magic in not having what you want, because it is absolutely there. There are so many lessons that you can learn in not having it. And one of them is self-containment. One of them is detachment. One of them is being whole, happy, satisfied, fulfilled, no matter what's happening out there in the world. And that, my friends, is a gift that really never stops giving. So drop me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. I'm always happy to engage with you. And if you need a tool to help you recondition your mind, to get your emotions under control, grab that below. It's available for free in every one of my videos in the description box. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.